Hey, Lynette, you made it live. Hey, baby, how you doing? How's your day going? Mm. Girl, you got some beautiful daughters. I see you've been posting your beautiful queens, and they are so beautiful, just like their mother. They got it from their mother. They got it from their mother. Ah, I'm back. Oh boy, this stomach over here trying to act a fool today. I'm doing okay. That stomach trying to act up. I didn't take no medicine yesterday. I fell asleep, and I didn't take no medicine. And I woke up this morning and forgot I had no Tylenol, but I ain't ate, so I ain't took my regular medicine. It just stopped. How's your day going today, beautiful? I'm gonna eat me something in a minute. I still got ribs, so I only ate. It was like the top portion of it because they cut that off and then sliced it. And that's the part I like up there with the gristle. So I played and bit on the gristle and bit on the gristle and played with it yesterday. And then I got full off of it, ate a little bit of salad. But I'm gonna probably just kick back and relax again today. It's Friday. I thought it was gonna be warm enough for me to go outside and go do a couple of loads of laundry and kind of hang out around, say some goodbyes. But it's cold out there. Then I'm looking for my mailbox key. I can't find my mailbox key, and that's got me confused. So other than that, I'm doing good. Yeah, other than that, I'm doing okay. Tria say Trick no good over here. What's up, Trick? What up, Tria, baby? You know Trick ain't no good over here. Lynette made a live, Tria. Ain't that good? That's the good thing about coming over here. Some that don't, being able to come over and oh, excuse me. That was rude. That was rude. I'm sorry, you guys. Tria, you try to change your profile picture. And I went in my blocks and you're not blocked. So I don't know what's up with that. And I'm still trying to how to figure out how in the hell do I make you a moderator on here. Now I'm just gonna wait and go through my regular page, I guess. I can't do it on here. I know that. Did you change your page over, Tria? All you do is go down to the bottom of the settings and put it in professional mode. I know. I went into the blocks. I don't think you blocked. I did get into my blocks on Facebook, and you are not on that block list. I got a whole lot of them on there, but you ain't in there. I went through everything. So I don't know if it's a fluke, but we're going to leave it as it is. I don't know if that's a fluke or what. So is this the one you're going to change over? All you got to do is change your password on there. I don't know if you did that or not yet. But change this one over to your business account so we can start sending them over there. Hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Go on over there and subscribe and follow Tria. Follow Tria. Follow Tria. Follow Tria. She's building her page. Please go follow Tria. Get your finger on the trigger, girl, because you know you're going to need it. We got to figure out how to make each other moderators. But I know y'all, honey, I know y'all been out there. I know y'all been out there. I know y'all been over there on Facebook and y'all done peep. If you ain't peep, you better peep. Peep, 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 peep. 27K. Viewers. 14K. Viewers. 12K. viewers. And the proud thing about it all, it's my content. It's my content. It is my content. Yes. You don't have to be down and dirty. Not one of them videos that made them big numbers. It's about 5 of them. I ain't talking about 5K. I ain't talking about 6K. Did I say 27K views? I am excited. It'll be there when I get back. That's all I got to say. Bigger, better content when I come back. Staying on the positive road over there on Facebook. And we gonna get this party hopping. We gonna get this party stop. Stop. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yep. You don't have to. Y'all start y'all a page and stuff. Don't be afraid. You might have to go do some little extra because you're gonna have your haters, but you just have to take your time and get that taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Just let it continue on. But I on these social media streets get you know what though, y'all, I'm gonna share something with y'all because I'm a little pissed and I ain't trying to start them, but I want to cuss a duck plucker out. I want to read a duck plucker from up to top, bottom to top, side to side. I don't care. You have to be careful when you're speaking on race and different things like that in arguments. Because I'm very offended and I don't give a fuck who go back and tell Roz because I have a beautiful cousin that is an albino. Just got married, her daughter age, college degree, sings and plays the piano like a bird. And I know that there is a chance that we may get some albino babies out of her. And I am real offended. You got to be careful when you get out there talking about that. Somebody be done smack the shit out of you. Y'all over there beefing like two children and calling names and talking about deceased children and calling people albinos and all that kind of stuff. You don't do that. That offends people. Yeah, she on Facebook. She gonna be on Facebook. I don't, Trey, you gonna do Facebook or YouTube? Why don't you do YouTube? Because it's easier for you to get monetized. Do YouTube, baby. Okay, she gonna do both. She gonna do both. So she gonna do both. She's gonna do both. Throw a monkey wrenchy in the shit. We will be providing to our loyal followers an email address that you will be able to communicate with Tria. Tria's content is not going to be about bodacious in her jailhouse stay. Okay? Yeah, it's not going to be about my jailhouse stay. We're throwing a monkey wrench. It ain't none of their damn business. Hmm. So we gonna build a Tria and get her station up and running. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. When I'm gone, I'm gone. My station and my channel will still be there to be sitting there with my 9,000. Thank you guys. I asked you for 9,000. I didn't ask you for 9,087, but thank you. Thanks for all those that have supported me. Thanks to all those that have came over from YouTube and supported my Facebook channel. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Every day, and that is always been my motto when I was out there and I was out there trying to get that bag and get them bonus checks every day that I progressed. If it wasn't nothing but a notch and a number, I'm good. See, I'm good at doing these numbers and reaching these goals and stuff. Because see, when I was a mortgage loan officer, if I know I wanted a 20 grand check for the month, I knew how many loans I had to close. So let me tell you about that, how that used to work. Okay, we got what you call a pipeline, and then you got a pipe dream. Okay, so you want to work on your pipeline. Your pipeline are loans that you know gonna close. You put those in the back on the back burner. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all. I got something else I want to tell y'all. Because I heard this out there the other day, and I think it went over the person's head that it was being talked about. But I'm gonna talk about it because I knew what the person was saying, and what the person was saying when you go to purchase a car and your credit is not good, they take you. That's just like I did as a mortgage broker. Okay, we would go to different banks and we knew not to go to, if you got bad blemishes on your credit or whatever, I wouldn't go put that loan through a US bank or a major bank. You go to some of the low end lenders that's desperate for business. Okay, because they'll take the high risk loans and they'll take a chance. Now the only thing is when you go into the dealership to purchase a car, okay, and you go in there, you got blemishes, and not necessarily do you have to have blemishes. It can just be that you don't have no credit and you're trying to start your credit. Young person out there purchasing their first car. Okay. So when you go to the bank will pick out 2, 3 cars and say, this is what we're willing to take the risk on. So that's what Miss Carver was talking about the other day. Miss Carver done bought some cars. I don't care what Miss Carver done bought some cars. Because she know exactly what happens. And she was saying you only had 3 cars to choose from. I didn't say I only had 3 cars to choose from. Nah, Miss Carver said you got bad credit. And that's what they do. They'll say, we'll take a risk on these 2. Most likely, you still might end up with a brand new car. And that's usually what happens. You end up with a brand new car or a newer model car. You can't go on the lot with bad credit and go in there and say, like Tria did, hey, I want that Lexus over there. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. They ain't finna give you no Lexus with no bad credit. They gonna give you one of them little cars. It ain't gonna be no sports car. It's gonna be. They gonna make sure it's nice because they don't want it to break down on you. You know what I'm saying? They want to know if it's based on the mileage. And then the salesman will say, well, the bank said they'll finance this one, and that one. McCluskey Chevrolet in Cincinnati is good for that. They can get just about anybody that walks through there, they can get them a car. But let me tell you something about that. You can get a car before you can get a roof over your head. You sure can. You can apply for an apartment and be denied and walk out the door and go buy a car. Yes, you can. So that's what Ms. Carver was talking about, which is true, because that's that same thing that you do with purchasing a house. So a lot of people go out and they say, I'm going to take the risk. I'll take the high-end loan interest rate, and then I'll refinance with a bank instead of a finance company. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So I might get somebody, they come in and they tell me my house is valued at $189,000. Okay, well, I'm going to put that down on the loan paperwork. But when I send it to the lenders and they want the appraisal, and because everybody think their house is high value, everybody, ain't nobody going to come in there and hit it. I ain't had not one client came in and gave me the true value. They gave me what they felt that their house was valued at. But that don't mean shit. I don't care how much you pay for it, when you pay for it, when that appraisal comes back. As I told you guys before, it's in a 5-mile radius that your comps, and that's what they compare it to. You can have the most gorgeous house in the neighborhood, and that don't mean do. Okay? It's what's upstairs, over above ground, the square footage. It's if you have an updated kitchen and bathroom. So if you're thinking about selling your house, don't go buy no elaborate furniture and drapes and all of that and put it in there. It can be empty. But if that kitchen and that bathroom is updated and they do the comps within a 5-mile radius, that's where your value comes from. So I get in there and then, I got my little pipe. I might have 20 loans in pipe. That's a pipe dream, because now you got to work through what's going to really, really close and get you that 20K check. I damn sure got. I wish I'm mad because I had a portfolio before the house burned down, and it showed the production and the loans that I had closed over the time, and that's how I was able to go into any mortgage company, boo, because I'm in the top percentile, whether it would have been in collections. Bitch was bad. A lot of my collector friends is on my Facebook page. They'll tell you I was a beast. I went in working for Sally Mae, doing student loans and getting them put in programs and different stuff like that. And I was the most hated. I was the most hated. My first check was 5K. They tell you. Ask Angela Harden to be on my Facebook page. They call me a beast. That's why my name is Bodacious. That's why my name is Boss. I finally shared with my little sister today. I told her, I said, guess what? She said, what? I said, when I'm coming home, I'm dropping that Claudette and that middle name and all that. She told me, ooh, sis, no, I don't like my name either. I told her, baby, change it. You can change it. You can definitely change it. My sister had to change the spelling of hers. And then I didn't know my niece changed the spelling of hers, but my niece only had to change one letter in hers. My sister had to change hers from the boy spelling to the girl spelling, the one up under me. So this would be my second name change. Like I said, you're dropping the first, the last name and putting Bodacious on there. Why not? Why not have some fun? But anyway, I need to get all that done because I was going to try to do it before I went. And then when I contacted the courts where you do the name change, they say just wait until my legal issues is over with and then do it then. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, but you got to be careful out here because that's very offensive to people. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was standing next to a duck plucker talking about albinos, I'd smack the shit out of a duck plucker because I got a beautiful cousin and I love her to death. She used to be real shy, and people don't know my little cousin. Hey, her mama and her daddy had to make sure they stayed on top of everything so her self-esteem stayed up because you do stand out when you are a albino. But she's a beautiful, smart, intelligent albino. And she's about 26 or 27. Yes, she is. To see her at recitals and doing all kinds of positive things, that little girl can get on there and it sounds like a bird is playing the piano. So you just got to be careful calling people out their names and other people when you in fights on these social medias. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was, Tria. Yes, she was. And we can call some names because shorty, short, you ain't as bad as you thought. Somebody will smack the shit out of you, and it don't even have to be nobody. It could be somebody in your town that just see you in the grocery store and they got an albino baby or anything. You got to be careful with that. That is not cool at all. Y'all can fight, but calling race and all of that, and I mean, it's bad enough y'all talking about kids and babies and deceased children. See, I ain't playing that deceased child shit. We ain't playing that. I'll play the dozens with you before I let you talk about my child. Because, see, I'm not finna get on here and argue with nobody. I'm getting ready to get on a motherfucking flight in that wheelchair, and I'm going to find your motherfucking ass if you talk about my baby. See, that's something that's off limits. See, that's why motherfucker marked now. You marked, bitch. You are marked. Sniper gonna get your motherfucking ass soon as you better get off of motherfucking YouTube and don't let them know when you hit U.S. soil, bitch. You marked. Don't play about my baby. That's something you don't do. That's the lowest you can do. You can get on here and defame everybody and do all of that. I've never liked them talking about her kids' brains being scattered all over the ground. Whether she liked me or not, I sat over here and I cried. I wanted to put a bullet in a motherfucker's head. Enough is enough, and you can go too far with shit. I don't care how much I like her and how much they lied and said I said something about her child. I did not. I said something about the funeral. I would never talk about a deceased child. She couldn't do nothing to me but talk about my child that would make me talk about hers. And I would try to still refrain for that and be the bigger and the better woman. You know, but now they're playing the dozens with these kids and shit, and all that going up under that baby's dress. I don't like Brittany. I don't give a fuck about a Brittany, but her little girl does not deserve that. And these kids have phones and they have internets and things like that. Who else was that I was saying? I know they kids got internets and they phones and shit, and you hear them talking about their kids. Oh yeah, and they're talking about Tria's kids doing stuff to each other. Those kids are highly educated on these internets. That shit, y'all can't. If y'all can't go no lower than that without involving the kids and the deceased people and deceased children, them some low budget ass bitches. And I said it, and I'll repeat it. Enough is enough. I mean, some of this shit do be funny. I do get a kick out of them going back and forth, but when they start going to the bottom of the barrel, it's just a little bit too much for me. And you start talking about these innocent babies, and Katie ain't did nothing to nobody. Talk about her mammy, her grandmama, her granddaddy, but Katie ain't did nothing to nobody. That's an innocent child. Bottom of the barrel bitches is what they are. And I don't care who it is. You're a bottom of the barrel bitch. If the best comeback you got is to talk about a child or a deceased person's child, you a bottom of the barrel bitch. Bodacious said it. I don't agree with none of them with that. I don't care whether I like them or dislike them or not. Talking about their deceased children and their children, these innocent kids, is crazy. If that's the best comeback you got, you ain't got none. I'd rather smack a bitch and get some time than to be out there talking about somebody's deceased child or somebody's baby. Shit. And ain't now one of them gonna bust a motherfucking grave. All that old bad talk. Pull up on them motherfuckers, they be the first to motherfucking run. Just like that cocksucker over there in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, baby. I don't know. I'm gonna just say Z, baby. I don't know how to pronounce your name, baby. But yeah, that's just too far. You ain't got. If that's the best comeback you got, you a weak motherfucker. That you got to use a deceased child or living innocent children. If those children have problems, there's no need to keep bringing it to the internet. Bringing it to the internet. Those kids have their phones. They got laptops. These children have little things. They circle around the block. And that's why when they said something about me saying something to my grandkids, I cuss their ass out. They man me out in anywhere. It's a way to do anything. And coming on here on these social media streets without, and I ain't never. I have, and I have to say, it surprised me. And I shared it with my little sister. My little sister said what you should have did was went and beat both their mammies' asses. My granddaughters are very respectful. They getting older now. I guess they getting in teenage. They smelling their ass and all of that. But I don't give a damn. And I don't give a damn of what nobody thought about the day that I checked mine. Because I check you and beat your ass where need to be. And I ain't never, they 12 and 13, that hurt because I've never had my grandkids do nothing disrespectful, even when they was coming up. I ain't never had to scold my grandkids. My granddaughters, and my first one was not even my biological child. I never even had to raise my voice at him. And that's my oldest granddaughter's brother. But I ain't never had to scold my children, and it hurt that I had to do it on social media. But that's because they mamas wasn't on their fucking jobs. And ain't nothing wrong with you being Rod Squad. I understand, but you know that it right. Wasn't that too far? But then she takes it too far too when she out there talking about albino children. You know, fight the albinos, period, not children. I don't know that she said children. Well, yeah, she did call the baby an albino. What does that innocent child got to do with this? You know, you can just go too far. Yeah, I mean, they can fight and talk about each other and talk about Mr. Carver and talk about, you know, them grown kids and stuff. Keep that fight going. But these innocent underage children, they shouldn't hear that. You know, it's even sad that somebody would even get on the net, on the internet, and even discuss it if they seen it. That is nothing that you bring to the internet about somebody's child because you get mad. But see, these bitches ain't got no loyalty, none whatsoever. They all guilty because every time they fall out, then they want to tell all secrets, who stole what, who scammed what, who did what. Ain't none of them bitches loyal to each other. That's why I ain't got nobody that I need behind me for a click in the view. I don't need nobody coming over here. Come over here for my content. Come over here and have fun. I don't need nobody coming over here boosting me up by talking about somebody else. I don't need that. That don't make you my friend. That make me watch you. And I ain't doubling back. I ain't doubling back to nobody that has defamed me, have degraded me, lied on me. I ain't never gonna stoop to the bottom of the barrel, that bottom, where I gotta go back and I gotta be friending them motherfuckers because I want to click or a view. Or I want to post on their thing to help some of their subscribers come and join me. Fuck YouTube, fuck Facebook if I got to go to the bottom of the barrel that low. Yeah, shit. That shit crazy, man. It's just, you know, that's sad. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing, baby? Yeah, you don't do that, y'all. I mean, that's just, girl, my son was my world and that was my only child. Fuck life. I will do life for my deceased son. Do you hear me? I will go and blow a bitch brains out. However, I gotta get there. However, I gotta find them and then stand there and wait for the motherfucking police to come. And you ain't even give me no trial. Just give me life. That's going too fucking far. Them kids ain't got nothing to do with this social media. And if that's the best that a bitch got as a comeback, you a weak ass motherfucking bitch. And Bodacious said it. Excuse my French, y'all, but I mean, I literally, last night I sat here and I was boiling. I was boiling. Well, Cece be calling her granddaughter Precious, and everyone knows she's trying to say that little girl black, and that's offensive as well, right? I'm not saying neither one is no better than the other, sweetie. I don't care who call who do what, who say what, who do what. Neither one of them should be doing it. Point blank, period. I'm not even gonna go to the bottom of the barrel. I just ignore it. Ignore it. If you got to put innocent children in it. Talking about that man over there fooling with that little girl and all kinds of stuff. If he ain't and he listening to that, maybe you putting that in his head if he's a pedophile. Thank you, Z. Yeah, I just, I'm real and I don't give a fuck what they say about me. They done said a whole lot of stuff about me. I don't care. But when it come to these kids and stuff, I don't care whether I like the person you talking about or not. Not gonna sit in your chat and cheer you on and add to it to boost you up to do no bullshit like that. So I'm also saying them bitches that's in the chat, they weak as fuck too. Cause I wouldn't sit there and I'd inbox and say, okay, you done took it too far. If you ever see me out there talking about some children or somebody's deceased children, you unsubscribe to me. And I ain't gonna be mad. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad. I would not be mad. These motherfuckers can get on here. They can make up shit. They can lie to these motherfuckers. They got them brainwashed. Anything they say, they come out here and they say it. They say it, and it ain't got to be no validity to it, no truth to it. A weak ass motherfucker gonna take it. They gonna comment on it and run with it. You know a weak bitch by the comments they make, and I don't allow that in my chat. And anybody, I don't care. They can't come over here and call Miss Roz Piggy Wiggy. They can't come over here and call Tree Spunkin' Head. They can't come over here and call Miss Carve out her name. They can't come over here and call Sharita. None of the other content creators do I allow them to come in my motherfucking chat. If you can't call them and you ain't bold enough to call them by their name and their government name or their screen name, don't come over here. And they'll tell you I block them. I don't play that. If you got something to say, be woman enough or man enough to put it in the chat and stop giving people names. See, I know me. Like I said, I can't do nothing over this internet. And that is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. My cousin came in my chat the other day and said, cuz, go on and get him. When I was reading that bitch that came over on my chat talking crazy, because we don't do that beefing. We don't do that beefing. You ain't gonna see us jumping up inside, outside, hollering and screaming. I was telling Tria today, this morning, I was telling Tria, my aunt, the one that her daughter commented there on my post over on Facebook. I said, cuz, you know, this ain't even none of us. We don't do that. We'll just walk up and beat your motherfucking ass and then tell you what we beating you for later. And that's MO. That's MO in our family. My son's brother started beating a punk down and he didn't even know what for, because somebody told him what you did to his little brother when he got through beating his ass and had him down on the ground stomping. He said, that's for my little brother. We don't get out there beefing and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. Show me what you going to do. Don't tell me. But I was saying the same thing. My aunt, rest in peace. I told my new thing, my new motto is a new sheriff in town 2025 when I hit the flow. Okay? A new sheriff. That's what we used to say when my aunt moved down there in Alabama and her triple wide, a double wide. She got a double wide. I got one down there with a triple wide that costs more than a motherfucking house. So they need to leave that lady goddamn house alone. Because my aunt got a cathedral stealing, 5 bedrooms, all on property and land that we own down there. So honey, please stop. They can, but them things can be, depends on what you get and how you get it and how it's grounded. It can be just as valuable as any other house. You can get a brick one. You can get anything. They've been doing it for years, and they tell me, I ain't never heard of nobody bringing no house. Well, honey, we got a whole lot of them in Cincinnati, Ohio. My best man moved real houses so they can be moved. It was a lot of work for him. But what was I finna say? I done forgot what I was finna say. Damn, what was I finna say? I was on a point and I done forgot. But yeah, this stuff is getting ridiculous. I mean, what happened to good, clean content and fun? Every day I would be stressed out if every day I had to get out here and I had to think about what lie I'm going to tell on the next content creator because I want to get a social media check. You know? Bitches talking about I'm scamming my church. Common sense would tell you if I'm scamming my church, why in the fuck would I put my church up there and they tagged in it? That don't make sense. What makes me gonna scam the church to the man before I even became a member of his church? Most of my goddamn paycheck went to him. He know how I am. I done volunteered. I done did everything. I done donated. I pay my tithes. Bitch, they sitting over there buying shit and ain't gay, help nobody, ain't paid a tithe nowhere in sight. And then they talking about something, we scamming. Did nobody, I took the money to Tria. Tria was the only one that donated. And these people get out here, they fake. So if you thought some of them fake bitches that kept saying, what's the cash app and how I donated, didn't none of them hot cock bitches donate. They just wanted to be seen and heard. Did nobody donate to that fund but Tria? And Tria donated on 2 that she donated 1, and then she came back and donated 2 for the drawing. I gave her money back for the drawing, and she sent it back. And I took and matched that, went to the tide line first. Pastor standing right there as he normally do every motherfucking Sunday when I go pay my tithes and I'm not obligated to the building fund, and I go put something in the building fund too. When I get my cash apps, that's part of my blessing, and I share that too. These bitches over there buying motherfuckers bottles of liquors on their birthday from year to year. You don't see a motherfucker till January to January, you hot cock hoe. And then gotta ask a motherfucker where my change at from the store. You a piss po hoe. I wish a duck plucker would be in my house and I done fed that motherfucker breakfast and I gotta ask him where my motherfucking change at. But yeah, that's hurtful. You know, you know, mothers don't get over the loss of their child. And mine is very sensitive because that was my only one. You can put a bullet in me or I'll put one in you because I sure take one for my deceased son. And I ain't gonna say I might not get the bullet when I pull up, but that's just like my foster daughter. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all about my aunt. So my aunt, she owned a bar, right? And I used to go in and you know, her and my uncle owned a bar. And this is my dad's sister. And her and one of her patrons got into it, and she had asked the lady to leave or whatever, and the lady got smart. And my two cousins, her two daughters, was sitting there. So when my aunt go outside, I hear all this commotion, and I know this lady was with other people. So I hear the commotion, and I go outside, and my aunt out there getting ready to rumble. And I ain't talking about no young girl. I ain't talking about she wasn't no young girl back then. But I got two aunts, two daddy sisters, 80. They some beasts now. That little short 89-year over there, that was a wrecker. That 89, that one that just turned 89, and she's still a wrecker. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, so Aunt May Liz out there, and she doing her own thing. I go out there, and she's stomping the bitch. She's stomping her. And I'm like, I see all these people around. I'm huffing and puffing and throwing my coat down. And as she's stomping her, she turned around. She said, you carry your big black ass back in there. And I go in there, my cousin and them, they just shaking their head, her two daughters. She said, why you go out there? I said, I want to know why. She said, I want to know why y'all let her go out there by herself. She say, you got just what you was going to get, and we wasn't going to get it. If she didn't need it, and she said, bitch, if I need some help, I'll tell you, but I don't need no help whooping nobody's ass. Yeah, shit. Ain't raised her voice, ain't did nothing. When the bitch walked out the door, she grabbed and started stomping her. You ain't bad. If you got to do all that bullying and threatening and all of that, you just walk up and do what you got to do and walk away. See, that's how my baby was. My baby, honey, they called him the man with the hands of steel up in West High. He ain't bothered nobody. But he done broke a couple of jaws because he loved his thing. I got my son and my niece, honey. They like them Timberlands. They ain't going to argue with you. They going to put them Timbs in your face. Christian wear says 7, and Desmond wear size 13. He stomped that boy so bad. He said, Mama, my adrenaline was going. And they say, but he didn't say nothing. He said, dude was Malvin. He let him mouth. They say next thing he know, that he was stomping him. We don't do all that old bullying and all that. I'm going to do this and I'll do that and I'll do that. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't nothing but a motherfucking airbag. Pull up on you, you'll piss on yourself, even if you got kidney problems. I said it. So, that shit is crazy. That bothered me all night long. I was enjoying the content and them going back and forth until I heard that. I was like, I can't do this. Can't do this. Like I said, I cried for a bitch that lied on me and won't tell them people. She never did. I never said nothing about her son. I said something about the funeral, and she did start to say something about my son, and she caught herself. It's a girl on my chat that was here From way back then when that happened, I would never talk about nobody's deceased child. Never, ever. I know how bad that shit hurt. And I don't care how tough you is. I know when she go to bed at night and somebody keeps talking about her baby, that's a hurtful thing. And especially when you can't reach out and touch that motherfucker. But then too, when you keep egging people on, you putting your children in them type of situations. Just move on. And I don't need no spectators over here either. I don't like that. You think it's okay because one do it and the other do it. I don't want nobody over here peeping and go on and move on. As Miss Carver say, carry your ass on down the road. I don't play that. Oh, but she do this, Miss Carver do that. I wouldn't give a fuck what Miss Carver do. I ain't gonna say it back. I'm gonna be the bigger and the better woman and I'm gonna move on. If I can't get her no other kind of way and talk about her, I ain't gonna talk about her innocent grandbaby and all of that. Just like she shouldn't be over there doing what she doing about Roz's child. Two wrongs don't make it right. Girl, please. That shit bother me. I toss and I turn out. Like I told you, I said I was giggling. I didn't watch my movie. I thought the going back and forth with them. But when they start talking about kids and calling names and stuff, that's just too much. And I keep saying these old bitches keep on here talking about these young folks and then you can sit up and you can commentary on a person for months and months and months. And then when somebody else get on your ass, you want to call in the age card. They disrespectful. Leave these damn young folks alone. When I had something to say to Brittany, I said what I had to say to Brittany. I wasn't finna be her content. Bitch, I said what I had to say and I moved on. I'm not finna sit out there and argue with no low budget bitch that ain't on my level, and especially nobody's kid. Shit. That shit is crazy. Better get out and get some jobs. They got work at home jobs for these old bitches that ain't got nothing to do, that they getting on here disgracing themselves and going to the bottom of the barrel and say they the goat out here. Y'all ain't no motherfucking goats. Shit. That Sunny girl over there, that girl got 15K subscribers in less than 30 days. That's a goat. She ain't have to do that but cuss them out for less than 30 days. Shit. Oh God. And then I just dark girl, it gets deeper. Her biological mama Tria is in prison. She was talking to her on the live today. And now I know where she gets her personality from. Her personality is like her biological mother. Cause my mama 82, 83. Honey, you talking about walking and them legs don't be moving good? Mess with one of her kids and see if she don't smack the shit out of you. That's one thing, honey. They think my mama is just a beautiful person. If she can turn into the ecstasy, you mess with one of her glow kids, though. And she won't, God forbids that she ever see that damn Yolanda Turd Face McLaughlin. She gonna see, I'm gonna smack the bitch out. I'm gonna smack that bitch, and my mama don't even cuss. I don't know why my little sister let her hear her. My little sister was on some shit because she hot too. Little Annie is hot, honey. Say that bitch don't know nothing about my sister. She heard a broadcast when they was out there saying I didn't own no property. She said now and she said and stank. She say She said I know that bitch don't know my sister because my sister did not stink and my sister did own $250,000 worth of property in the city of Cincinnati. You po motherfucking hoes. I sure did. And my credit was so good, bitch. You want to know how I bought them? Shit. All I paid was closing costs because I built my credit score. That's what I said. I got some tricks and trades to help you. And when I went back in there 90 days later and my credit score had raised up and rise to the top, shit, I got a sister filed bankruptcy and went and bought a brand new car in less than 90 days. She cleaned up her credit and got her credit the good, and honey, it wasn't even like she had filed a bankruptcy. They better stop playing because this internet, I'm just afraid. And I'm so bitter and angry because I'm afraid that somebody is going to get hurt. You know, somebody's pipe is going to bust eventually. Because I know mine done busted. Right now, I do anything. I would go over there and I would whoop that bitch and go on and tell them, attach it to my time. That's how bad I'd like to get her before I leave here. But then, too, she ain't worth it. She's not worth it. I'm not going to sit in nobody's chat as they follower and they ain't got shit. And I'm going to sit there all day long and watch some won't. They even pulling my old videos now. That's how desperate they is. Here's some content for you, you hot cock hoe. I don't care if I get up to go to the bathroom at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and start a live. They in the chat so they can go back the next day and tell the bitch, pull that, do this, do that. These motherfuckers all over in Paris, bitch, you ain't even hit 5K on a video. You ain't interesting. Top pulling low numbers on some little reels and shit I did. Bitch, I got about 4, 5 videos that would be viral if I was monetized. And it's all on my content. So I know what I can do. If I got to go that bottom of the barrel to be able to get a YouTube check and a Facebook check, I ain't going to get none. Because my dignity and pride means more than anything. And I want everybody that follow me to see the intelligence in me, not the stupidity in me, not the ignorance in me, not that I don't have nothing to offer, that I got to sit up and downgrade somebody else and lie and make up shit on people. No, I ain't got to do that. I get off of here first. And like I said, I can't do that on Facebook anyway, because them people know me in real time. And they would check me and say, you're lying. I done became a liar, but ain't that motherfucker brought no proof. She lying. She's a liar. She's a liar. But they won't tell you, what is she lied about? Here it is. She lied. Where's the proof that I've lied? What do I gain from lying to people on social media is what I don't understand. Because ain't there one of them paying my bills. What you doing? Get back up there. Get back up there. You better go on and get some sleep because you might get in time out again. Ashley say, so you think it's okay for them to talk about people's kids and posting people's homes? They all needed to stop this BS. In my opinion, it's been going on for too long. Yeah, but Ashley, they did me like that, baby. I don't know how long you've been following me, girl. They called the dog warden on me. They called the fire inspector on me, telling the fire inspector and them with a degree in investigation. This is how low budget and stupid these bitches are. That I've set my house on fire. The investigators say, well, Miss Davis, you know, he said, well, that didn't even make sense for them to call me with that because you got a playpen out there for your loved ones, your little dogs. If you was going to set your house on fire, then you could have put your dogs out there. Most of all these cocksuckers don't know. I done been in my house 25 years and it ain't never been refinanced. So, bitch, it's a bank. Why would I burn that motherfucker up? I got a 30-year mortgage on it. I've been in it 25 years. You stupid, uneducated, rotten cock bitches. I would have been the dumbest motherfucker in the world with no credit cards, no debt, nothing but a mortgage card payment and car insurance. So what they look for is, what reason would you do it? And I had none. I've been a damn fool to burn up my motherfucking house, and that's my motherfucking bank. That would be stupid of me. But when you've been a renter all your life and you don't know nothing about insurance and mortgage and equity, bitch, I had enough equity in my house to buy another motherfucking house. So why would I burn it down? Make that make sense. Oh, okay, Ashley. So you have been out here for a while. Okay, baby. Yeah, that didn't even make no sense. But see, you can sit there and you can feed that bullshit to people like Miss Carver said that ain't got nothing paid for. When you paying on it, and you even if you paying on it and you got your name on it, at least it's yours. She could take that RV that they call in an RV and take it to the bank. I bet you that. She can take that motherfucking land, them acres of land, and she can get some money off of that. All she got to do if she really want to is buy her another some short little land and let a developer come from that. She ain't even got to be on motherfucking social media. But these dumb motherfuckers don't know that. She, her and her husband invested. Because they can hold on to that land. Her kids can hold on to that land. And if the city ever want it, she gonna get big dollars. So see, they stupid as hell. They invested and probably bought the land for a little bit of nothing when they purchased it years ago. You hold on to that, and it's a motherfucking tax break. They don't know nothing about them uneducated motherfuckers. Anytime a motherfucker think they got something and they written somebody else shit and you done bought it 4 times for them, you got to be the dumbest motherfucking investor I ever seen. Don't get me started this morning. I sold one of my properties and I gave the motherfucker $16,000 down on it and still walked away with some money. Shit. I helped him on his down payment because he didn't have enough. I took some of the equity out of my property and allowed them to use it as his down payment. But see, I also have a certificate. I had a certificate in real estate too. I went to real estate school. Paid for about a realtor that sold me my damn house. Shit. I could give him a referral. You got what you call a referral when you are a real estate agent or even a mortgage broker. I would give incentive. You send me a customer, I give you $250 if the loan is closed. I took and found my mama house, took it to him to make the money off the deal. He closed the deal and gave me $600. When I closed on my house, see, these bitches don't know. See, I got intelligence over here. I ain't got to sit on here. I can sit here and show you how to do shit, how to get a house with bad credit, how to clean up your credit and everything. Because when I bought that motherfucking shack over there on West Nose, I bought that from a rich man. His family, his son, his nephew came from out the country, took all the brand new appliances that the man had in it. I live in a house that's only a one-owner home. And Mr. Yaki was a billionaire. Okay, I can't never replace nothing. Everything I replace, I have to replace it in that house cheaper. But my realtor gave me, I walked away. I didn't even play. I paid they deducted, he paid my closing costs on the house, and I walked away with $5,000. He called it decorating allowance because you took the appliances out of there. It didn't have no carpet in it. So I walked away with $5,000 and a brand new refrigerator, stove, and wall-to-wall carpet. Don't talk to me, bitch. Ain't dumb over here. I got too much to offer that I have to get out here and degrade something. I want to show you the knowledge that I have. This motherfucker gonna tell somebody, these dumb motherfucking cunts, she ain't even got a G, she ain't even got a diploma. Bitch, I graduated from Robert A. Taft High School in the 11th grade. 11th grade. And my classmates is on my Facebook page, bitch. I walked the motherfucking aisle. in the 11th grade because I had work credit. I've been, like I said, working since the age of 7, paying taxes at the age of 15. Now, this is the motherfucker that can't do a motherfucking push-up and can't pass 2 years in the military before coming out mental. You gonna sit and listen to that motherfucker? You got to be stupid. He ain't even fought a war and the motherfucker came out crazy because he couldn't do a motherfucking push-up. But you gonna sit over there and listen to that? But the man that I raised did 20-some years. Came out with a radiology motherfucking degree. Why a dumb motherfucker over there telling people don't go to school? God damn it, it wouldn't be a struggling motherfucking attorney. That motherfucker got a degree. He a radiologist by going in the military and spending 20 years and retired now, retired before I did. Shit, don't let a dumb motherfucker tell you nothing. $160,000 for an attorney ain't motherfucking shit. Remember, I got 2 cousins down there that's been 2 attorneys, and they wasn't even the motherfucking attorneys probably a year before they became prosecutors, and they sitting on the motherfucking bench of the motherfucking Hamilton County Justice, Hamilton County Clerk of Courts. Go over there and look them up. They call that one the hanging motherfucking judge. Because you go and you go back twice, you gone. Just bring your toothbrush with you. If he give you a break and you come back, you automatically gone. No explanation. It's on record. Didn't I tell you don't come back up in here? Did you bring your toothbrush? I used to sit in this courtroom and laugh like hell. I done had family members on other side. They done got out there. Yeah, she get away with something. My cousins them ain't never did nothing for me. I done had family members eat my little sister. Now my niece and my brother. Both, honey, I called and I even as recent as when I was down there with this shit, they put me in the courtroom with my cousin and I kept telling him in my arraignment, he cannot arraign me. That's my first cousin. They just overlooked it. They told me I was going under one's courtroom. I said I can't go under him. They had the first name, the first name wrong. I went under the other. He looked and he said, damn, I can't. He didn't say damn. He said, I can't arraign her. That's my first cousin. So bitches, when they go through probation and every motherfucking thing, that's the first thing they want to know. What relation? I said, didn't you hear what they said? If they brought it all the way down to here probation that I'm his cousin, he said cousin. But they ain't never done no favors for me because I wouldn't want them to learn their career. I ain't asking them to dox nobody. I ain't asking them to go under the table and do nothing to nobody. None of that. I wouldn't want them to lose their thing being on no goddamn social media, defaming themselves as a professional, to be on here trying to defend me. That shit crazy. Bottom of the barrel, low budget motherfuckers, and I said it. I sit back and I just shake my head. As he say, these people got a lot of energy on here. One day, the good Lord will put stop to all this mess. Yes. And then want to talk about what God gonna do for y'all. God ain't gonna do nothing but strike you dead talking about deceased people and children. You're not gonna be blessed. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're not gonna be blessed. No way God gonna bless nobody out there doing stuff like that with children. Don't even put God in your mouth. God gonna strike your ass for playing with him. That's what's gonna happen. As I tell y'all all the time, I am far from a Christian. I go to church to get my teaching so I can become a better person. Just like I said about that man in the accident, everybody without details of facts is blaming that on me. Like I said, God is gonna heal him. The day that he tells everybody what the real deal was, God gonna quickly heal him. Yeah, they be public pretenders out here. And ain't nothing wrong with that as a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downplaying nobody's success. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But to get out and to thank you to go to, you doing something, or somebody else's child ain't doing no better than yours, that shit ain't nothing. She's still stepping. And she might not step too high. She can stay on this social media. People don't want they professionals in their offices and shit. Most people like that, attorneys and shit and judges and stuff, they have Facebook accounts, they have social media. They never even look at that shit. They business accounts. I'd be damned if I want to look on Facebook and see my attorney on here arguing with somebody. I'm firing this motherfucking ass. He ain't professional. You got to keep your professionalism, you honey. Whatever you gonna do and educate on behind the scene, but I sure wouldn't be showing my face on here, arguing with nobody, especially disrespecting a senior. I don't give a damn what they say. Just let them go. You a professional. Oh, well, that's my attorney right there. She was out there talking about this old lady like a dog. Come on now. Be real. And no, I ain't even gonna say that. It just hurts me to hear that though. These kids, I don't care what they do to each other. It's these kids though. And even if they kids ain't got it, other kids might have it. Then they go to school, then the kids are being harassed. You know what I'm saying? They being harassed because adults are acting like children. How in the hell you gonna set an example if I'm out here every day, all day, out here arguing and stuff? And just prime example, my two granddaughters. My sisters say they shouldn't even have no damn accounts. If they ain't playing games or doing their homework, my niece and nephew, they up in 126 and hell the other one out. Jermaine, we about 30. She say they didn't take cell phones, they didn't take laptops into their room. You sit out here where I can monitor you. When you finish with it and you go into your room, you leave your devices here. That's how it should be. But see, when you ain't paying no attention to the children, and that's just keeping them quiet and out of your hair so you can do everything you want to do, the kids ain't being properly monitored. They doing all kinds of shit. Out of sight, out of mind. Cause see, I didn't have them 2 and 3-year-old wild ass grandkids and shit. Honey, you sit down, I set them down and I showed them how to be perfect little ladies. Tea parties. 2 and 3, them little heifers had a tea party. Cheese, crackers. And they look teacups. I don't know who the hell told them to put that baby finger out when I took that picture, because I didn't. Ain't none of them put none of them little kids and took them to a church and sit down. Honey, my oldest granddaughter at 3 years old, honey, they be looking at her, honey, she get the spirit, she be up clapping and doing everything. She ended up becoming a praise dancer at her church. That's what they need to get these kids into. All little materialistic shit ain't shit. That ain't making them be a better person, and that don't show love. Because just as I say all the time, all these beautiful gifts they think they got, honey, the devil will give you and bless you with the biggest gift ever, and God will take it away. Y'all can see that by how successful they is, and they don't. Some will tell the truth until they failing on these damn YouTube and social media streets. They can't make their mortgages, and they going to the bottom of the barrel. They doing extra stuff to make extra money. Now you know what it is. Them checks ain't big as they used to be. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. I always said materialistic things ain't nothing but the gift of the devil. If that's all I got is materialistic things to boast and brag about, I'm lost. Because I done had that shit. I was buying brand new cars like my son's friends. Them to tell you, honey, They called me Miss Davis before I was Miss Davis. Miss Davis, honey, was driving brand new sports cars when the dope boys was trying to get used ones. Shit. A car? That ain't no asset. Shit, I done been driving sports cars. Hell, my first sports car in hell, what year was that? Was $45,000. Shit. And that was back in the day. I ain't never not had a damn car. Except now, y'all. And I got one now. I'm getting ready to get that to my little brother. Because if I come back out here, it'll be the last car I ever buy. So I got to make sure I get me one that I don't want no car note, and I want a brand new one. So if I got to go back to work and work from home or whatever to get my little green stamps together to do it, I'm going to do it. Because this will be my last and final car at 62 years old. I ain't never thought no damn car. A car? Please, I done had too many of them motherfuckers. I can go on there and walk out with a brand new car. Hell, that Lincoln MKS shit, I ain't give them shit on it. They say you don't need nothing down on it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You can get a car when you can't get a roof over your head, and they think that's an accomplishment? Shit, my baby was paying cash for caddies. Okay, well, what did she show? What did she show? So why did you come? What made you feel like you had to come over here and defend her on my page? Yolanda ain't bought nothing, ain't brought no receipts or nothing that I done. That hoe can't even show you a decent motherfucking check stub where she ever even had anything. You move on. Go on down the road. Carry your ugly ass on down the road and sit back there. You got to be just as low budget as that bitch is. If you sitting over there with a motherfucker to pay $200 for rent, almost damn near 60 years old, and ain't got no documentation or nothing but some damn cheap furniture. Never owned a home, never rented nothing, and did what? And if she brought the receipts, so be it. Ain't nobody else seen them but you. So go over there and suck up in her ass and stay away. What did you come over here for? You a lonely motherfucker. You thought you got what? You got half a second of fame, you duck plucker. I ain't even finna argue with you. Yeah, Tria said we always had wheels. That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit. That's the first thing you can buy. Shit, I had my own car at what? Well, my first one, they bought me to get back and forth to work. My first car I bought brand new had 4 miles on it. Get on down the road. I love to hear her say that though. Get your ass on down the road, bitch. Go on over there, and you all over there. Why is you over here on the page? Go on over there and suck up under Yolanda's ass, you dumb fuck. You got to be dumber than a box of rocks to sit over there all day long and watch me when you watching me anyway. So you got a lot of time on your hand. You double watch me. You a lonely, rotten bitch without a profile picture because you're ugly. That's what happens. And you gonna come over here and tell me keep Rod's name out your mouth. You're on the way to prison. You got no room to talk about morals, bitch. I love you, Yolanda, roast you every night. Okay, well, go on over there. You dumb as hell, too. Because you got little Bill up there in my picture. Go suck your mama's ass and let your daddy stick his dick in your mouth. I ain't got to keep no motherfucking body name out my mouth. Now, bitch, if you want me to keep the name out my mouth, then, bitch, you meet me somewhere and you make me keep the name out the mouth. Because, bitch, I ain't no coward. If I'm talking and I'm talking on the subject and I want to call a motherfucking name, that's what I'm going to do. Hey, y'all, let me do something real quick. I'm going to end this live and I'll be right back.